Yeah, there we go.
All right. All right. All right. Testing. Testing.
Testing. Scoot up some. You asking, can I hear you?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I can't hear you, bro. No, you good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No,
I
you good,
couldn't.
man.
Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
good, man. I'm just ready. I'm crunk right now. This
Yeah.
about to be
Yeah.
one of the best. This about to be one of the best episodes ever.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's up, man? It's Two Live Brew. It's your host Leona King. Back for another episode on Leona King TV. Uh, and we're gonna kick it off, man. It's Mania 39 week, and
Oh, you
I
see
can't.
this? You
Yeah.
see these hairs coming off my arms, man.
Yeah, man.
When you said
Wow.
WrestleMania 39, man, like the electricity just started circulating through my body, man. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Wow. Yeah.
Woo!
I can't even believe we made it to the 39th year. You know,
Man, that's a trip. I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you something. Before we cut to the chase here, I'm gonna put all your viewers up on something, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how much I love WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So when I was in like middle school, I literally bought. You remember back when WWE was when they had like that whole video cassette collection of all the WrestleManias, like 1 through I think it was like
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I had that whole joint, man. I literally used to watch all of those WrestleManias like from the afternoon to the evening when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
That's how much I love and I follow WrestleMania. Like I'm a true WrestleMania viewer. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this stuff gets my blood boiling. For real.
Yeah, man. You know, I was just thinking like I'm one of those people that I'm very excited, but I'm also very picky
Yeah,
of a lot of what you see kind of in how they book their shows and
true,
their pay-per-views.
true.
But I'm also kind of like, I'm one of those people at the same time that's excited. I wish
Mm-hmm.
we could have had more people that have been brought back recently on the card that are not on the card.
Mm-hmm.
But because I mean, plus at the SoFi Stadium, Los
Yeah.
Angeles, and they're in Hollywood,
Yeah.
you would think that this thing is gonna be like a movie. But
Mm-hmm.
but there's always a chance for things to be better in the future. But I was gonna say, man, I want to start off with obviously the main event, Roman versus Cody.
Okay, so you talking
Um,
about night two?
yeah, we can start
Okay.
with night two if that's
Night
fine.
two?
Yeah,
Okay. So we
yeah,
going
yeah,
down whole night two card and then we're gonna
yeah,
go to one.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Let's do it. Let's do
yeah,
it. Let's do it,
I
man.
think
Fire
Roman
away.
and
Let's
Cody
do it.
is best. It's best to get Roman and Cody out of the way. Everybody's talking about that match, and I've gotten into Cody.
Yeah.
Cody's kind of grown on me, but it's gonna be rough if you see Roman walk out of the SoFi Stadium without those two titles. So I mean, what's your
Yeah.
take on this, man?
Uh, you know, just from watching this whole story develop from the Royal Rumble all the way up until now, I think you can only sum it up with two words. It's
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I just believe it's time. Um, this is what Cody came back. to WWE for this
Yeah.
particular moment that he's about to experience on Sunday night.
Yeah.
This has not only been a dream come true for him, but
Yeah.
this has been a dream come true for his family,
Yeah.
for the Rhodes legacy, of
Yeah.
course, for his father, the
Yeah.
late great American Dream Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
And I think this storyline, I think he eloquently named this storyline appropriately, and that is to finish the story.
Yeah.
Because he did have a story in WWE. And now on Sunday night, he's going to get a chance to finish it. I mean, and just looking at Cody's progression
Yeah.
and all the adversity that he's been through in professional wrestling, I think it's one of the greatest stories that's ever been told.
Yeah.
I mean, just look back to when he first left WWE.
Yeah.
He came in already third generation superstar. Like I said, heir apparent to the great Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Got a chance to watch his older brother Dustin growing up. Was paying his dues
Yeah.
in the wrestling business, going through the independent circuit, then finally coming into WWE. Started off. Uh, I think you couldn't have had the best mentor or one of the best mentors ever than Randy Orton, starting up under him
Yeah.
and Ted DiBiase Jr., which they formed Legacy.
Yeah.
I think they were a very hot trio back then. I think if Vince would have invested more time into Legacy, I think they definitely could have been a lot bigger than they were. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But eventually, Cody had left that nest,
Yeah.
ventured out on his own, became dashing Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
got over there, had a couple of reigns with the Intercontinental Championship. And then, of course, that ran its course. And then, not too long after that, the I guess what we'll call the, well, not the inevitable, but probably the most forgettable time in Cody's life. Although he probably won't say that, but the fans will probably tell you what happened after dashing Cody Rhodes would be what most of us want to forget about, and that is the infamous Stardust run, which had its ups and downs, but in the end, it just really didn't work out the way that it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And of course, that led up to Cody getting released and eventually going out on his own.
Yeah.
He went back to the independents, had a couple of runs in New Japan as well as Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Um, won the IWGP US Championship in New Japan as well as the Ring of Honor World Championship and also the NWA World Championship.
That's right. That's
Had
right.
a classic memorable match in 18 with Nick Aldis,
Yeah.
another great professional wrestler,
Yeah.
who held that NWA championship for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then from there, we all know what happened. That was the birth of what is now All Elite Wrestling.
Yep.
That was the infamous gamble that him and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Hangman Page took on themselves. And here comes all in 2018. And then from there, I mean, and when I think about All In 18, that's kind of like, how Vince was with WrestleMania 1.
Yeah.
I think had that event not been a success, I think we would just be having a totally different conversation right now about those particular gentlemen.
Yeah.
But thank God it worked out the other way. And then from there, like I said, All Elite Wrestling was born, Double or Nothing came, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to late 2022, coming into 2000. Well, no, I'm sorry. Late 2021, coming into 2022. Uh, Cody gets released from AEW, the company that he started, because of some creative differences and personal differences backstage. So he plans the big move, the move that nobody thought he would make, the place nobody thought he would never come back to.
Yeah.
That was WWE. And here comes WrestleMania 38, Dallas, Texas. Seth Rollins needs an opponent. He finally gets his chance, his WrestleMania moment. But who could it be? Like Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods would say, who? Who would it be?
Yeah.
And lo and behold, we hear that infamous wrestling only has one royal family. And lo and behold, here's Cody Rhodes, full circle. And that was a great moment to find out that Cody was back in WWE where he is now and as popular as he is now, and to see him um, be able to keep that same uh, character that he had in AEW and the deal he got, probably like the most jackpot deal of a lifetime for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Comes to WrestleMania, puts on a show, beats Seth Rollins. They have a nice little feud. But then adversity happens again.
Yeah.
This time it's the physical side. He injures his pectoral muscle, bruises it up, is out for the remainder of 2022.
Wow.
We don't know when he's coming back. We've been hearing, whispers of this might be the end or what have you. And then here comes the Royal Rumble. Who's going to be number 30? And then we start seeing these Cody vignettes start to show up. Then the world starts to wonder, could it be? Could it not be? And then here comes the Royal Rumble, and it indeed is. Cody Rhodes is the 30th entrant, comes and puts on an excellent performance, comes down to him and Gunther. A
Yeah.
lot of people argue Gunther could have won the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
but I think we all know which direction WWE was headed.
Yeah.
And Cody ends up winning the Royal Rumble. And here we are, WrestleMania 39. He's the only Rhodes member left that
That's
has
right.
not reached the summit. We thought Dustin had the potential to be there even when he was Gold Dust,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't meant to be. And even before them, the Dream. The Dream. A lot of people thought when he transitioned to WWE back in the mid late '80s, they thought Vince was gonna crown him, but nope, he just was a common man, so to speak.
Yeah.
But now Cody has the chance to, fill the void, to break the curse,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Yeah. That's
and
right.
realize, the dream of a lifetime,
Yeah.
and that is by beating what many are saying is one of the better, or has been one of the better WWE champions in recent memory, in Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
personally,
Mhm.
I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. He's going to have to go through a lot of adversity. And the thing of it is with this particular match with him and Cody, I love the way that this has been produced. I love the way that this story, has been structured. Now I know a lot of people were lobbying for Sami Zayn to be the guy
Yeah.
in this position, and you could have argued that could have been the case because even Cody Rhodes will tell you Sami Zayn has been the hottest superstar in WWE so
Yeah.
far in 2023. He has been the story of 2023. Sami Zayn has.
Yeah.
But you know, I think what happened is that with Cody coming back to WWE in the way that he did, and the offer that he got to come back to WWE,
Yeah.
it's almost like how could he not be the guy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sammy could have easily been the guy to beat Roman, because I mean he's the one that had the closest ties to him, being in the bloodline for all this time,
Yeah.
and then being betrayed the way that he was, and being treated the way that he was. I mean, yeah, you would have definitely said, yeah, obviously Sammy
Yeah.
deserves to be in that spot. But it's just something about Cody, man.
Yeah.
It's just the aura that he carries.
Yeah.
It's the way that he talks on the mic. It's the way that he wrestles.
Yeah.
The way he, puts his heart and soul into every match. You can't, you can't do nothing but get behind that guy, man.
Yeah.
The guy is passionate. The guy loves what he does. He's dedicated his whole career to this. You know, especially like I just laid out for you the stages he had to go through to get to this spot. Why
That's
not
right.
him?
Yeah.
I'm sure Sammy's turn will come, and I believe it will come,
Yeah.
but it just won't be at WrestleMania. But Sammy will
Exactly.
have a chance to achieve something at WrestleMania, which we will get to later on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but as far as Cody goes, yeah, he's got to be the guy because
Yeah.
there's nobody else.
Yeah,
Roman has
man.
beaten everybody else. He's done everything that there is to do. So it's literally only one guy left, and that's
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. So I believe he will be the one to do it. Like I said, he's there. Of course, it's going to be a lot of adversity he's going to have to go through. He's going to have to deal with the bloodline. He's going to have to deal with Paul Heyman. He's going to have to deal with Roman trying, some type of tactic. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah.
But I think when the dust settles, I think he's going to get his fairy tale ending, so to speak, and the story will be finished at
Yeah.
WrestleMania 39.
Yeah.
So
Cody is.
yeah, I think Cody's going to do it.
Yeah. hmm Cody's a professional wrestler, and
If
that's
he does
great.
not do it,
Yeah.
if they swerve us,
Yeah.
then it's just selfish. It's just selfishness
Right.
on WWE's part. It's selfishness on Triple H's part. It's ego. Because I mean, like, what? Who else? There's nobody else. There's
Right.
nobody else left for Roman.
Nope.
Roman he's literally a Grand Slam champion
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. That's
Like
true.
you could go ahead and just like prepare, and start carving out his Hall of Fame ring right now. He probably won't get it
Yeah.
until like maybe 2 or 3, 4 years from now. But you could go ahead and start just carving out his ring right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause
That's
he's
right.
cause he's literally done it all.
Yeah. Um. Man. I kind of have nothing else to say about Roman and Cody. I feel like, to be honest, I'm kind of just waiting to see what happens, and
Hmm.
I'm just kind of interested. But I really got a feeling Cody's walking out of SoFi Stadium with two titles
Oh
around his
yeah.
waist. Yeah,
Oh yeah, man.
yeah,
Oh yeah, man. And the one thing, another good little wrinkle that I love, going back to the genius of Triple H that we were talking about the last broadcast we did.
yeah,
Another part of his genius is that he's kept Cody hot. He's
yeah,
kept him undefeated.
yeah,
That's the one thing. Don't let this go over your head, wrestling fans. Cody Rhodes is walking into WrestleMania 39 undefeated. Never been pinned, never been submitted.
ever.
Even upon his return to WWE, from the time he came back to WWE, he has not been pinned or submitted. Remember that. Know that. He's never lost.
It's
So that
facts.
alone should tell you, if he's been that hot upon when he first returned to WWE to the time he came back at the Royal Rumble, that should let you know that Cody is the guy
Yeah,
that is going to end this historic streak of Roman Reigns. And on top of that, he just beat Solo Sikoa clean with the Crossroads.
yeah,
Who 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 else are they gonna trust to do that? They're not gonna Triple H not gonna trust anybody else to do that. Not just any old body. Hell, he wouldn't have even trusted Sami Zayn himself, to beat Solo Sikoa clean with his finisher.
nope.
Come on. Like how many days out? We're like what, 2 days out now from
Yep,
Mania night
yep,
one?
yeah,
Yeah. Like if that's not another fact to tell you that Cody is the guy to beat Roman, he's undefeated, and he just beat Roman Reigns' right hand man. Oh, who by the way was also undefeated,
yeah,
clean with his finisher. Forget that Sammy and Kevin got involved. The bottom line is he hit the Crossroads on Solo Sikoa, pinned his
yeah.
shoulders to the mat 1, 2, 3.
That's right. That's right.
Like 6, 7 days out. before he goes into the biggest match of his professional career.
Yeah.
Now you gonna tell me Triple H is gonna do all of that just for him to lose and not walk out of Los Angeles,
No.
the WWE Undisputed Champion?
No.
Come on. Come on now. If that ends up happening, like I said, Triple H is just a selfish egomaniac, man.
Right.
And I don't want to think of Triple H that way. I know that's the character he played on TV as a performer,
Yeah.
but as a executive and as a creative executive producer
Yeah.
behind the scenes, nah, I don't think Triple H is built like that.
No.
I'm just not. I'm not gonna believe that he's built like that. I know I know Triple H is not his father-in-law. I know he's not Vince.
No.
He's smarter than Vince.
Yeah.
He
Much.
knows that this man Cody commands the room. He knows that he has these fans eating out the bare skin of his hand,
Yeah.
and he understands that he would not, number one, have this man win the Royal Rumble. Matter of fact, be the 30th entrant and win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, beat Roman Reigns' right-hand man, who was also undefeated,
Yeah.
clean, with his finishing move.
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe Triple H is like that. I'm not. I'm going to believe Triple H is going to do the right thing. He's going
Right.
to do the right thing and put the belt on this man, give this man his crowning achievement, and the Cody Rhodes era is going to begin
Yeah.
after WrestleMania 39.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna take nothing else. I'm not gonna settle for nothing else, Leon. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not
Oh
gonna settle
man.
for nothing less. Because I don't believe this guy is an egomaniac. I'm not gonna sit up here and believe that.
Yeah.
Now, others may have their opinion about his booking, but from what I've seen,
Yeah.
like as far as like the top guys, the way he's booked them,
Yeah.
you're not gonna tell me this man Cody is not gonna walk out of SoFi
No.
with that championship.
No.
Come on, man. Like
No. Not at all.
that's what's supposed to happen. It's
Yeah.
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It's not even a matter of it's gonna happen. It's supposed to happen. Like Cody's supposed to be holding those two belts,
Yeah.
standing on the top rope, probably with tears in his eyes,
Yeah.
while the fireworks are going off,
Yeah.
and him and Brandy, and that beautiful baby that they got are supposed to be celebrating
Yeah.
with possibly an appearance from Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, this is supposed to happen. This is supposed to be Cody's moment.
I
I'm not
forgot all about,
gonna settle for anything less, man.
Yeah, I forgot all about Brandy Rose. I
Yeah,
forgot she
man.
even existed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so this gotta be his year.
This,
You know,
yeah,
100%. Yeah.
it's supposed to happen, man.
Yeah.
Anything else is selfish.
Right.
Literally, it's pure selfishness.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
So that's really all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be selfish if he doesn't have those titles.
Right.
You know, before that match, we also get Bianca versus Asuka. You know
Woo-hoo-hoo.
how I feel about this, and I'll say this: we have two great female wrestlers, two great wrestlers in the
Yes, we
ring.
do. Yes, we
But
do.
I don't know if this is what we should have gotten. Because of this past year, we kept
Mm-hmm.
getting these teasers
Yeah.
where maybe we were getting Bianca versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I would have
And
loved, man. Imagine what a
go
match
ahead.
that would be.
You go ahead,
Imagine
man.
what a match that would be.
Yeah,
Whew. You talk about two of the. You want to talk about the EST, man? You talk about two of the strongest, baddest women in WWE.
yeah,
Can you imagine the build for that one?
wow,
And what would have made that even sweeter?
yeah,
They both came from NXT.
wow,
So they're Triple H's babies. That's two of his babies right there.
Yeah, that's true.
You got two Triple H descendants
Yeah.
in the co-main event, tearing it up at one of the bigger WrestleManias that's ever going to be seen.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that. Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why they put her with Charlotte instead of Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they put her with Charlotte is because of the circumstances. See, had they put her with Bianca, that would have just been for, let's just say, to add on to the superstar that she already is.
Yeah.
This particular matchup with Charlotte, this is for something much bigger than being a superstar. This is something much bigger than being a champion. This is legacy we're talking about. If
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley beats Charlotte Flair, which I believe she will and believe she can, if
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley beats Charlotte Flair
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night or Saturday night, or no, I'm sorry, that is
Sunday.
Saturday night. But
Saturday.
we would
Sorry.
just talk about, but we just correlating it with Bianca and Oscar. Okay,
Yeah.
but if
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley beats Charlotte
Yeah.
Saturday night in the co-main event, her legacy has already been fulfilled.
Yeah.
She's already one of the best, but now she is elite now. This is the stamp. This is the seal of approval.
Yeah.
She's already beaten some of the top women with the exception of Becky Lynch
Yeah.
in WWE.
Yeah.
She's even been the SmackDown Raw Women's Champion before.
That's right. Yeah.
But this means a lot more because of where she is.
Right.
See, when Rhea won the NXT championship a few years ago against Shayna Baszler, yeah, that was a great moment. But Rhea was still on the come up. She hadn't been a bona fide, she hadn't been solidified as a bona fide star yet.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you beat somebody the caliber of Charlotte Flair
Yeah.
at WrestleMania, not at the Royal Rumble, not at SummerSlam, not at Survivor Series, but at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
the biggest show in professional wrestling. For the SmackDown Women's Championship,
Yeah.
yeah, you're in the elite.
Yeah.
You're already, like, it ain't no you know what I'm saying, Rhea's in the top 5,
Yeah.
top 10. She's in the top 3, top 2. If you
This
beat
was
Charlotte where you are now,
Yeah.
especially you won, now that you've won the Royal Rumble,
Right.
yeah, that's the next step. That's the obvious is winning a championship at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So this is for legacy. This that like Rhea Ripley, if she beat Charlotte Flair Saturday night in the co-main event,
Yeah.
you could pretty much go ahead and put her in the Mount Rushmore of this generation
That's right.
of superstars, female superstars in WWE.
Yeah.
Point blank,
Yeah.
period. But I said all that to say, being that Bianca and Asuka is the matchup that we're getting Sunday night in the co-main event, I feel like Bianca's in the same position as Rhea. Now I know I've been listening to different podcasts and been reading different articles, and everybody's saying like, oh, Bianca's about to be on that Miss WrestleMania tip.
Right.
If she could make it 3-0, she'll be Miss WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's cool. That's a cool little accolade to have. But again, being at where Bianca is now, this is for her legacy.
Yeah.
If she can beat Asuka, the lady that was once the most feared woman in the WWE women's division,
Yeah.
a woman who single-handedly dominated NXT,
Yeah.
for the women for what, 2, 3 years. You beat her, much like Rhea and Charlotte. You beat Asuka at WrestleMania and retain your championship, and you go 3-0. Not only are you Miss WrestleMania, but we could probably deem Bianca as one of the GOATs right now,
Yeah.
if she's not already.
Yeah.
Seriously, and you know, when you talk about your Becky Lynch's, your Baileys, and even though she's not in the company anymore, you know, your Sasha Banks, your Charlotte Flairs,
That's my favorite.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
those would be considered, you know, some of the GOATs
Right.
as far as this generation of female
That's right.
WWE superstars.
That's right.
But you got these ladies like Rhea and Bianca. If they're able to win, or if they're able to win their respective matches, both night one and night two,
Mm-hmm.
they will be considered two of the GOATs in WWE right now.
Yeah.
They just need that one win to solidify it. And I think that could be a very big possibility that they both achieve that both Saturday and Sunday night.
Yeah, man. I was thinking, could this also mean that Judgment Day could be coming to SmackDown? That's something I was kind of thinking. You
It
know,
could
if they
be.
do put the SmackDown Women's title on Rhea,
Hmm.
or maybe they, because she did also say in that promo she wanted to come for Bianca for that Raw Women's title. So
Hmm.
maybe they're gonna do what they did with Roman with Rhea. Maybe,
I mean,
maybe
hey,
Judgment Day comes to SmackDown. That's what I'm thinking, kind of.
now if that happens,
Yeah,
if there comes a situation where even if Rhea is the SmackDown Women's Champion
yeah,
and she ends up challenging Bianca for that Raw Women's Championship, should she retain Sunday night,
yeah,
regardless, and
yeah,
Rhea becomes the undisputed. Now Rhea becomes undisputed
yeah,
before somebody like Bianca. Oh yeah, Rhea's the GOAT
yeah.
automatically.
She's
Automatically.
the I heard somebody say she's the on the podcast, another podcast. Someone had said that she's kind of the new China of this generation.
Yeah,
Kind of. Yeah.
that's accurate.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
much accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you talk about Rhea challenging Bianca and they get into an undisputed type
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
and Rhea is able to beat Bianca for that championship, for the Raw Women's Championship, and you talk about Rhea being undisputed, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, she's all the way. She's in Mars right now. If she wins on Saturday, she'll be in Venus. But you could go ahead and just put her on Mars, like, because the
Right.
rocket will be strapped even tighter to her back,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna soar all the way to like the Big Dipper. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that would, I would definitely not mind seeing a situation like that happen. Maybe sometime later on this year or going into next year,
Yeah.
should Bianca retain against Asuka.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of big possibilities surrounding these two.
Yeah,
But
man.
when you just talk about Asuka and Bianca, I think this is going to be one of the better matches of the night. No disrespect to all the other matches on the card, because they
Yeah.
certainly deserve to be there, and they'll probably be good in their own way, or maybe they won't. But I can definitely guarantee you, you know, from from donuts to ice cream, that
Yeah,
Bianca
man.
and Oscar will deliver.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as who I feel is gonna come out on top, um, you know what? At first, I was going to predict Oscar because I felt like she needs this. Because I feel like I think her last two WrestleMania matches have not turned out the best for her,
No.
especially that WrestleMania. I want to say it was like 37 in New Orleans when she lost against Charlotte and had her streak ended,
That was actually 30.
or was that 36?
34. 34.
34. Okay,
From
34.
2018. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, 34 in New Orleans at the Superdome, I believe,
Yeah.
when Charlotte ended Asuka's streak.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other match that she lost. That was a
Yeah.
championship match. But yeah, Asuka, the last two appearances for Asuka at WrestleMania have not been good.
Yeah.
Um, and I was going to predict her to finally, break that streak.
Hmm.
But Bianca's just gotten even hotter now. She's flaming hot now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she was already like gaining steam as the years went by, it
Yeah.
seems.
She's
But
John Cena. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like I'm trying to remember what other female superstar had this type of popularity and star power
Yeah.
in her tenure in WWE. I know it's somebody, because I mean it's to the point now where like you see young girls going out and buying the fake ponytails and swinging them around in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you like how many photos I saw on Halloween with
That's
like
right.
young girls dressed up like Bianca
Yeah.
from the lipstick all the way down. And I'm trying to
Wow.
remember. I'm trying to remember what other woman had that type of effect on fans when she was around. It doesn't come to me right now, but it probably might come to me by the time we're done here. But
Yeah.
yeah, Bianca is like flaming hot right now,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, as much as I would want to see Asuka break her losing streak at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
you just can't cool Bianca off right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't just don't I just don't think it's the time to cool Bianca off. And then you have to take into account Asuka had been off of WWE TV for a while
Yeah.
because she's kind of like reinvented herself.
Yeah.
So I think that time away from television kind of broke her momentum, so to
That's right.
speak. Now she's gained it back
Yeah.
tremendously, but I just think right now, like Bianca is just flaming hot, and I
Yeah.
just don't think it's time to cool her off. So I'm gonna say after much back and forth, Bianca finds like that one little bit of gusto or bit of will and pulls out the victory narrowly against Asuka. I think it'll be a tremendous war. I think there's going to be a lot of near falls that are going to make us jump out of our seats.
That's right.
I think Bianca's going to do some spectacular stuff, showing off her strength and her athleticism.
Yeah.
I know Asuka's going to have her moments where she's just going to completely just uh, blitz Bianca, and you know for some reason or another, Bianca's, like I said, just gonna find that one little ounce of resilience
Yeah.
and it's gonna pull it out.
That's right.
And I think at the end, I think we see like some sportsmanship here. I could see this being one of those matches where they embrace. Asuka raises her hand and endorses Bianca.
Yeah.
I could see that happening, and I
Yeah.
think Bianca does the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be highly competitive.
Yeah. Or
I
we
can
could
tell you
get
that right now.
a heel turn where Bianca attacks Oscar or Oscar attacks Bianca. Either way,
I
I'm
mean,
fine with that.
I wouldn't put that out of the spectrum either.
Yeah. But
She could pull a Shinsuke Nakamura,
exactly. Yeah.
because she had been teasing. Because I don't think I think people may have forgotten this, but she had teased spraying her with the mist, but she
Yeah.
hadn't done it.
She hadn't done it.
And I think it may take that one moment, and I mean, what better moment to push Asuka to that edge than to lose again a high profile match at WrestleMania, and then all of a sudden she just snaps.
You're right.
and we see her blow that mist in Bianca's face.
Right. Um, this
I'm
is
just
kind
saying
of
it could
how I would
happen.
have. Yeah, yeah. This is kind of how I would have booked it, man. I would have had, you know, Rhea take on Bianca for the Raw Women's title, and
Mm-hmm.
then I would have had either night one or night two, the Charlotte. I would actually have had Raquel Rodriguez be the one who won that Elimination Chamber, pinning
Mm.
Asuka.
Mm.
You already got Rhea as your Women's Royal Rumble winner. So what you can
Mm-hmm.
do is have Charlotte take on, tease it as having a match where Raquel's going to face Charlotte at Mania. But then
Okay.
you also have Ronda and Shayna Baszler feud on the side. And then
Mm.
what you can also do is take two separate feuds and turn it into one big fatal four way match as the main event of night one with all four women.
Mm.
That's kind of something I would have did. You know.
That doesn't that actually
Yeah.
sounds very enticing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that I like your train of thought there, my friend.
Yeah. You know.
May and who knows, maybe we may get that in some form
Yeah.
later on.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, because I do believe it's funny you mentioned Raquel Rodriguez. I do believe her time is coming too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
I
I
think
think
so.
what I think what's going on now, I think being that, she just arrived on the main roster not too long ago, I think they're gonna season her a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're gonna get her, a little bit more experience as far as matches go. And I think before you know it, Triple H is gonna pull the trigger on her and give her that signature win. And I
Yeah.
think that's gonna catapult her into the championship scene.
Yeah. And I want to see a Latino woman kind of get that Bianca Belair push or what they've given to everybody else. I want to see that with a Latino star.
Yeah.
I would say Zelina Vega kind of got that because she's the
Oh
first
yeah,
queen of Lorraine.
Raquel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raquel definitely has that appeal.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just have to find they just have to find that other piece of the puzzle
Yeah.
that's gonna put her over that hump and get her over to where she would have something
Yeah.
that young girls can relate to.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Let's bring it back to Bianca for a second.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that Bianca appeals to when it comes to young girls? Her hair.
Yep.
The makeup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the fashion sense.
That's right.
They found that one piece to her puzzle
Mm-hmm.
that appeals to young fans. And
And
like I said, it's going to take some time, but I think eventually they're going to find Triple H is going to find that same piece to Raquel's puzzle that's going to appeal to young fans. And once that happens, then that's when they're going to set her up
yeah.
to get that push and to launch her into that main event championship scene.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Well, man, we also got Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Sheamus for the
Oh
IC
boy,
title.
clear the
I feel
deck,
like
clear the
I'm gonna
deck,
be honest.
man.
I think this is the day we see Gunther lose that IC title. Yeah,
You think he drops it here?
yeah. I think he drops it and gives it to McIntyre, and I think
Okay.
what will happen is predicting it. McIntyre will turn heel, and I think that he's gonna have a heel run with the IC title like he had back in 2010 when he was the Intercontinental Champion. So it's just a prediction. It might not happen, but I think that they need to do
Wow.
something fresh with him. And I think his babyface run is just kind of watered down. And bringing him back to the
Mm.
2018 heel McIntyre is kind of like something they need to do, I think.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I never thought about that, man.
Yeah.
You really just brought that back to my attention because I forgot all about the what was he labeled like the Scottish cyborg or something?
Scottish warrior, something like that.
Something. No, the Scottish Warrior was like his that was his baby face moniker, right?
Yeah,
But
I
I
think he
think
was
he
a
was the
Scottish cyborg.
Scottish.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Scottish
was the
cyborg.
Scottish cyborg when he was heel.
Yeah,
Because weren't him and Ziggler the tag team champions? They were the Raw tag team
yeah,
champions,
him. Yeah,
correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
forgot. I seriously forgot all about that, brother.
Yeah,
But you literally just brought that back to my attention.
yeah,
That's a good call.
yeah,
That is, and you know what? And you know what? McIntyre as a villain, just like that monstrous villain. Um, I think that's very suitable for him.
yeah.
I mean, he made a great hero. He plays. Yeah, he could do the hero well. But it's just something about when he's a villain, man. He's a little bit more physical. He just
Yeah,
seems more tougher, and he seems a lot more serious
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
You know. But yeah, I wow that you may have just predicted that match there, sir. Because I could definitely see, especially the way that they've teased, you know, this whole beef with him and Sheamus. I
yeah,
could definitely see Drew doing something dastardly
yeah,
to win this match
yeah,
and walk away with the Intercontinental Championship. Now,
yeah,
in saying that, should that transpire,
yeah.
even if Gunther does drop the championship to Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
where does that leave Gunther? Do you still keep Gunther a villain? Or do you try and experiment and turn Empire into Imperium into
Imperium.
heroes? I
I
mean,
think Imperium probably breaks up because they know that their character's not that entertaining.
hmm.
Yeah,
So you
maybe.
think that? So you think it's a possibility if Gunther loses the title to McIntyre, it's a possibility that they could split Imperium up.
He's gonna blame the I don't even know their names. The
Ah,
two guys.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and
You talk
then
about Kaiser and Vinci.
Kaiser invented, and that's what happens. And I think that
Hmm.
he kind of we just get a Gunther solo run.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. You know
yeah.
what? That's interesting because you just brought something else back to my attention.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Before Giovanni, who was Fabian Eichner,
yeah.
no, he was Giovanni Vinci because once NXT 2.0 was created,
Yeah.
they gave him a name change. So he was Giovanni Vinci
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of NXT 2.0. But
Yeah.
when he got called up
Mm-hmm.
to SmackDown,
Right.
he rejoined Ludwig Kaiser, aka Marcel Bartel, and it became Imperium again.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Vinci came up to SmackDown, it was just Kaiser and Gunther.
That's right.
And we remember that period where Gunther was chastising Kaiser to the point where when he lost matches, Gunther would chop the skin off of his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be something that we see again.
Yeah. I think
I
so.
never really thought about it because I've just been caught up in what's been going on now.
Yeah.
Now that they're, you know, now that they've been fully assembled as Imperium now,
Yeah.
and they've actually been winning a lot more
Yeah.
lately. I never thought about like, well, are they going to go back to, you know, that period of, you know, Gunther chastising Kaiser and Vinci if, you know, they don't a certain task for him. I never really thought about that, but something such as this
Yeah.
at WrestleMania, him
Yeah.
losing the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, yeah, that would definitely persuade him to go back to chastising them the way that he did.
Yeah.
That is not out of the realm of possibility. Wow, man, you're making some very interesting scenarios for this match, especially
Yeah.
that McIntyre turn,
Yeah.
possibly, and him
Yeah.
going back to being that Scottish cyborg.
Yeah. I
Like
think
that's a very interesting scenario.
his
But
yeah. Go ahead.
at the same time,
Yeah.
what if Sheamus realizes his dream?
Right.
What if he actually does finally get that monkey off of his back
Hmm.
and ends up beating, he's the one that ends up pinning Gunther
Yeah.
for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, you could still do the turn with McIntyre, but as far as Imperium is concerned, does this does the split become any more or any less significant if Sheamus wins? Because after all, this is what the story has been centered around, Sheamus and Gunther.
Yeah.
Drew just inserted himself into this rivalry. It's just a question. It's just a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Um.
But you know what,
Drew.
man? You know
Yeah.
what? As much as I would love to see all of this, as much as I would love to see all of that happen,
Hmm.
for some reason or another, I feel that Gunther's going to retain. I
Wow.
feel like they I
Okay.
feel like they want him. I feel like they want him to break Honky Tonk Man's record. I
Yeah.
really believe they want. The reason why is again going back to the whole legacy philosophy with both Bianca and Rhea. I think the same
Yeah.
thing applies here with Gunther.
Yeah.
I really think they want to push this guy and build this guy up strong because of, the personality of his character
Yeah.
and just the aura that he brings with his character. I think they want to build on that. So that's
Yeah.
why I feel like um some way somehow he's going to retain here. But if McIntyre ends up winning and
Yeah.
turns back into the Scottish cyborg,
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
But I just, I just feel like, especially this is a triple threat, and triple threat, it's no disqualification.
Right.
So insert Imperium. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I like your prediction though. I like your prediction of McIntyre going back into the villain role
Hmm.
and maybe being the one to not even pin Gunther. He may just end up pinning Sheamus
Right.
and doing it in a dastardly way.
Yeah.
So
Um.
yeah, I mean, I feel like either one of our predictions could happen. To be honest
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah.
I would be
Something was.
excited. I would be excited. You know what I'm saying? For that, if
Yeah.
Drew actually turned on Sheamus, I would
Hmm.
I would be very much excited for that.
Yeah.
So
Something's got to happen with that triple threat. It would be
something,
too.
something,
It'd be
something.
too weird if something did not happen. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause we know that they're gonna beat the stuffing out of each other. We know that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's chest is gonna be left red. Somebody's nose might get broken.
Wow.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be
Yeah.
pure carnage in that match. We know that. But like you said, what else
Yeah.
besides that? What else?
What else?
But those are very interesting options and scenarios that I like a lot. So
This was the one I really wanted to get into. The horror. It's about
okay,
time we talk about the horror movie feud. Uh, Edge versus Finn Balor. Man,
say it again.
Edge versus Finn Balor.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh man,
this is
Hell in a Cell, huh? You looking forward?
yeah,
You must be looking forward to this one, huh?
yeah. This is
Okay,
like this is probably my favorite
I
match
can
on the
see
card. To
why.
be honest, um, it's like
Oh,
you're
okay,
seeing
that's different.
yeah, you're seeing Edge's dark character and Finn Balor's dark demon character, and especially
Mm-hmm.
they had to bring back the Demon King because it works so well with his Judgment Day character right now, And
Oh yeah. Oh,
you
perfect,
know,
perfect blend.
if we get the Brood, because rumors are circling that we're getting Gangrel and Christian back at Mania this weekend. So we're probably gonna get like a
Listen, let me tell
Brood
you
versus
something.
Judgment Day thing going on.
If I see,
Yeah,
if I see Gangrel
yeah,
and Christian and
yeah,
Edge
yeah.
do the Brood entrance at WrestleMania,
It's over with.
I am going to scream like I was 10 years old
Right.
and like it was 1998, 99 again. I'm
Yeah.
literally going to be in a time machine.
You're right.
I'm just telling you that if I hear that like if I hear that Brood, dude, it's over. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it, especially if it's those three. And don't let that Joker spit the blood out either. Don't let Gangrel spit the blood out either. Don't let him bring the cup and spit the blood out. Oh, it's over.
Nah.
It's over, man. And let Christian come out with that flowery shirt on, the white
Yeah.
flowery shirt with the shades.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over, man.
Yeah.
It's a wrap for me. It's a wrap for me. That
It's
will be my moment.
it's
That will
gotta
be my
happen.
WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
To see like the Brood in full force
Yeah.
back together for one night, even if it's just for one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it for me. Yeah,
It makes
it'll
so
be
much
98
sense.
all over again.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because you have Damien, Dominic, Finn. Who
Right?
would they go against?
That's true. But you know what? But you know what? I'm just as crunk to see the Demon King though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, like people don't understand. People
Yeah.
do not understand like the coolness of this side of Finn.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know, judging by the last time
Yeah.
we saw Finn
Mm-hmm.
in this character, you know, it did not turn out so well because I mean it was
No.
against Roman. But this time around, he's not wrestling for a championship.
Mm-hmm.
He's in, a specialty match,
Yes.
a match that is very fitting
That
for
is
the
right.
Demon King character
That is right.
to be in. And that I feel like Demon King Balor is at its best when he has not been seen that often.
Yeah.
I feel like every 2 or 3 years when we see this character, I feel like that's when he's at his peak. Because it's
Yeah.
like seeing him for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, I hope Finn comes out first.
Yeah.
I hope this is, if I can, now you want to talk about fantasy booking stuff? If I could fantasy book Balor's Demon King entrance,
Yeah.
I would let him make the crowd wait. Give him
Mm-hmm.
like maybe like 10 seconds. Let him
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, the whole stadium
Mm-hmm.
goes dark.
Oh, that's happening. Yeah, that's happening.
Give him like another 10
Yeah.
seconds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then get the,
Boom. Boom. Yeah.
start the heartbeat and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let the
Yeah.
guitar riff kick in.
Yeah.
And then I don't usually I don't usually talk about Damian Priest and Dominic in this way, but if they're gonna come out with him,
Yeah.
let them be like I'm trying to think of what movie I'm trying to think of what horror movie this is from. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember, have you ever seen any of the Hellraiser movies?
I watched like
With
half of
Pinhead.
one of them and didn't watch the rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think it was, I want to say, was it Hellraiser 5 or 4? It was the one where he faced himself. Like when he faced his doppelganger, when they had to bring back his old self from the past, when he was in human form.
What was it called again?
And Hellraiser. This
Hellraiser.
is in the Hellraiser series.
And who was the character again?
His name is Pinhead. The name of the
Pinhead.
character was Pinhead.
Oh, okay.
He had
Yeah.
like all white. He had all white, and he had the
Yeah.
pins coming
Yeah. I've
out
seen
there.
it. Yeah, I've
Okay,
seen it.
okay. So there was one particular movie in the series
Yeah.
where he had introduced, I guess, sort of like his family,
Yeah.
and they were like just these ugly, like nasty looking creatures,
Yeah.
but they were all dressed up like him. They all had like the long black leather coats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their bodies were like all stapled up and all that other crap.
Yeah.
So why not have, if especially if Damian Priest is gonna come out with him, why not have Damian dressed up in a leather coat,
Yeah.
stapled,
Yeah.
and put red and black face paint on him, have his hair up in a ponytail,
Yeah.
and have him come out and have him kind of like walk to the ring first.
Yeah.
And you know the rampway, you know the ramp is gonna be like long as hell.
Yeah.
So let him get like a quarter close to the ring, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he's looking at the cell,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden he turns. No, he doesn't turn toward the rampway. He comes to like a quarter inch of the cell.
Yeah.
He looks up.
Yeah.
He points up to the cell. All
Yeah.
of a sudden you see like this block of smoke
Yeah.
come up on the cell. And then out of the smoke, there's Balor.
Wow.
What kind of, can you imagine the scene that be? The Demon King already on top of the cell, waiting
Yeah.
on Edge.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Wow. That'd be, man, man.
Man, they are in
And then after
Hollywood,
that,
so
like, and then after that, you you know what I'm saying? It makes sense,
yeah.
don't it?
Yeah.
And then like after that, and this is how I would fantasy book Edge's entrance with the Brood. So after that, the lights come on for a minute, then they go back out again, right? And then all of a sudden, you see the stage start to engulf in flames, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have that going for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Then you have the Brood music play,
Right.
right? Let it
Right.
get maybe like 2 or 3 seconds into the song.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you see somebody coming up out of the stage.
Yeah.
It's not Edge.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It's not Edge. It's Gangrel.
Wow.
Let them get that big pop, because you know they're gonna go nuts
Yeah.
if they see Gangrel. You know they're gonna go nuts. And then have Gangrel have the cup in his hand. Let him drink the blood, but don't have him spit it out yet. Next thing you know, you see another ring. You see another ring of fire start to circle around the stage. They think it's going to be Edge next. Nope. Who is it? Christian.
Yeah.
And he's got that flowery white shirt on with the shades on. Comes over, stands next to Gangrel. Then, of course, after him, then Edge finally comes.
Yeah.
Then they're all standing there together. Have them kind of like stare out into the crowd for a few minutes. The crowd is still losing their mind.
Yeah.
And they walk down to the ring.
Yeah.
They walk down to the cell. And then they're all looking up. Now Balor, mind you, is standing on top of the cage. He's already there.
Yeah.
And then once they look up at Balor, then have Gangrel drink the blood, then have him spit it out.
Yeah.
And then Edge takes off his jacket and climbs up on top of the cell, and that's how the match begins.
Yeah.
Epic. 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 I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If I had the opportunity to be a part of like, you know what I'm saying, the staging crew, or if I was a part of the production crew, that is
Yeah.
exactly how I would lay that thing out.
Yeah.
I don't know how you now. I don't know how we would get Balor up on the cage because
Yeah.
that's a pretty long climb up there.
Yeah.
Maybe we have like some sort of machine, like elevate him up there, and then he just step off the machine up on the top of the cage or something. But we get him up there somehow.
Right. Right.
But I think that would be like a badass entrance though.
Yeah.
Like have him like come out of that block of smoke just
Yeah.
standing on top of the cage. And then like after that, then we just do that entrance that I was just talking about with the brood.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be nostalgia personified.
Right. Right.
Now that we've gotten all that out the way, real question is who wins this match? That's the main thing. We know the entrances are gonna be cool, but who's coming out with the W is the question.
I want Judgment Day to get over as much as they can because they are the future. Edge is a
Okay.
Hall of Famer, obviously. He's
Mm-hmm.
got a certain amount of time left at
Yeah.
his age, but
Mm-hmm.
but I love Edge. I'm an Edge fan, so it just makes sense because of the way the story and the feud is set up. Edge has to kind of win this match, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Edge as well because
yeah,
I have a feeling if Balor wins, the story doesn't end.
yeah.
But if Edge wins, the story ends. And as much as, like I said, as much as as cool as these entrances are gonna be, and as much as I'm excited to see the Demon King appear, make a rare appearance, yeah, I think it's only fitting that Edge wins this.
Yes, yes,
And the only thing that upsets me after this is over with is where do they go? Like where does Balor do now? What does Edge do now?
a Judgment Day goes to SmackDown, and now we get maybe a Judgment Day and Bloodline feud. Cause that tag match on Raw about a month or so ago was pretty good. That's
Yeah, it
the Mania
was.
match we should have got. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. I think we're getting
Okay.
that. I think we're getting
Okay.
that. Who's gonna feud with Rhea? Because they gotta have a female member. I say swap Tamina over on SmackDown. There you go.
Hmm.
Put Tamina with the bloodline.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, they are
Yeah,
kin,
yeah,
literally.
yeah,
Now, now I imagine
yeah,
that'd be like a heck of a task for Roman,
yeah.
because Tamina is not the most charismatic of women,
No.
and the way she performs in the ring, it has a lot to be desired too.
Yeah,
So yeah, they're gonna really have to get their hands dirty
yeah,
if they make that move. But
yeah,
like I said, they are legitimate family.
yeah,
I believe she would listen to Roman and the Usos. And I believe if there's anybody in the organization that could get her together, it'd be them.
yeah,
So yeah, it would make sense. That would definitely make sense.
yeah,
They would just, like I said, man, they would really have to like dig deep and pull something out of her that we have not seen
right.
ever, as far as her wrestling, her promos, her personality. They have their work cut out for
Yeah,
them. But I mean, it's not. It's possible because, like I said, it make it a lot easier because they are family.
yeah,
So
yeah.
could
Well,
happen. Could
yeah,
happen.
it could happen. I really want Judgment Day on SmackDown. I think it makes a lot of sense. And
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have something. I was gonna ask, do you think a draft is gonna happen soon?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Um, at the same time, if I'm being honest,
Hmm.
I don't think so
Okay.
because
Gotcha.
they're kind of already doing the, I guess if you want to call it a brand split,
Yeah.
they're already like putting, stars from either brand on
Yeah.
either show. So I think that's kind of already begun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, after Mania, there will need to be a makeover, especially when you consider the possibility of um, NXT stars being brought to the main roster, the Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
We already know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it will happen, but at the same time, I wouldn't doubt it. I would never say never because, like I said, you do need to reset
Yeah.
after Mania.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep my eyes open. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
keep my eyes open.
I would have had a draft the night after Mania, to be honest, on Raw, and had
Mm-hmm.
it that whole week till SmackDown. That's probably what I would have did.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't go that way. But I do hope that in 2023, late 2023, we may get a draft. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I think it's needed. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
needed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one match I want to talk about. This was the probably my least favorite match for on the card, but it was really Brock Lesnar and Omos. Yeah, my least
Mm.
favorite. I like Omos. He's fresh. He's new. I like his
Wow,
look. I
you
like
like
his gimmick.
Omos. Wow, you're one.
Yeah.
You're different, dude. You are very different.
You know
Wow,
what? You
you're
know
the
what?
first. That's the first time I've ever heard that word come out of any wrestling fan's mouth. Is I like Omos. Wow. Okay.
If they booked him as another great Khali, the way Khali came years ago, I would be more invested in him. But I think they didn't book him to be the next great Khali,
Mm-mm.
and that's what the Nigerian giant I think should have been when he came. You know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can
Um,
go more on that. Yeah,
you know what? As much as people laugh at this and think
yeah,
that this is going to be strictly a special attraction
yeah,
and it's not going to be really that much to it,
yeah.
I think people are highly underestimating this match. Now, I'm not
Right.
saying, this is going to make
Mm-hmm.
our jaws drop by
Right.
any means, but I think there is going to be something
Yeah.
to this match.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this too is because as I've been listening to other podcasts, one podcast in particular that I listen to on YouTube here quite
Yeah.
consistently, they made a good
Yeah.
point by saying that for some reason Brock is really having fun with this. And as we've seen in the past, when Brock Lesnar is having fun in a feud with his
Yeah.
opponent, those matches usually end up being really good.
Right.
And I could see what they're talking about in this case.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like Brock has really seemed like he's investing, really putting this guy over.
Yeah.
And from what we might have known, I don't know if you read any of the articles or heard any of the story, the backstage story behind this, but originally it was supposed to be Brock and Bray at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah. I heard
but
that.
Brock
Mhm.
declined,
Right.
and that's when they moved him with Bobby,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden Bray has some health issue. I think he's
Hmm.
like under the weather or something is going on,
Yeah.
and the match has been completely erased from WrestleMania altogether.
Right.
But I don't think you knew, or I'm not gonna say you didn't know, but I'm gonna say what some people did not know
Yeah.
is Brock actually campaigned to work with Omos.
Wow. Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
So that's why I'm
Didn't know that.
saying, like, if Brock went out of his way to campaign to work with this man,
Hmm.
then that means he was gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, he was.
And if he's gonna have fun with it, then this might actually end up being a solid match.
Yeah.
And we might end up enjoying this more than we thought we would. Because everybody's looking at this match as like, oh, squash. The big moment is going to be Brock getting him up on his shoulders and F5ing him, and that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Because that's the highlight. That's the moment that everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
And that's probably and that's the reason why everybody was like, okay, we see why Brock wants to go against Omos so he
Yeah.
could have the WrestleMania moment.
Hmm.
Because nobody has never picked up Omos, let alone picked him up over their shoulders
Right.
and slammed him or driven him to the mat.
Yeah.
And we know that Brock is more than capable of doing that.
That's right.
But
That's
that's the
right.
only thing that people are looking forward to is seeing him F5 Omos.
Yeah.
But I seriously think we're going to get more than that. I think for some reason or another, I just feel it. Omos is going to surprise us.
Yeah.
I believe, this is going to be, like I said, a little bit more competitive than people may think. It's not going to be like, Seth Rollins and Logan Paul,
Yeah.
which we'll get to here in a minute.
Yeah.
But there is going to be some competitiveness in this match.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially the way that this is played out, as weird as it's been
Yeah.
in certain instances, I don't think the way that Brock has handled this, I don't think this is just, oh, here you go, Brock. Let's feed you Omos. No. I think there is going to be like some surprises in this match. Now, if they're not, and if I'm wrong, then okay, that's expected. But I just got that feeling, man. Now, I think one thing you and me both can agree on is
Hmm.
that Brock is winning this match. Like that moment is eventually gonna come.
Disagree.
Oh, really? So you're gonna go again. You're gonna go against the grain. You're gonna
Yep.
you're gonna think the unthinkable. Okay, that's,
Yep.
you know what? I respect that. I respect that. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm glad that you're your own man, and I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying. You don't follow the crowd. You go ahead of the crowd.
Right.
I respect that. Admire that. I admire that. You know what? I was actually waiting on somebody to say that Omos was going to win this. And you know what? If
Yeah.
that does happen,
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I would really love to see that. I really,
Yeah.
because you know what? If that does happen, I will be legitimately stunned. I will literally go, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
If he actually pins Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
I seriously, if Brock puts Omos over, I'm gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
what did we just see?
Yeah.
But hey, look, man, kudos to you. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that you're picking Omos. I am.
Yeah.
I am.
We got to get the new generation over.
Yeah.
They tomorrow.
I mean, like I said, Brock is having fun.
Yeah.
If he went to those links to campaign to work with this man, who
Hmm.
knows? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That could be the surprise.
Yeah.
That could be the surprise. That Omos pins Brock. That could be the surprise right there.
Yo,
And you
he
know
can
what?
lose.
I would
He can
love to
lose.
see
Right.
every fan in that stadium stunned.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. I would love to see just the camera shots of
Yeah.
kind of like the like old boy when Brock beat Taker and ended his streak.
Hmm.
You remember the guy in the glasses that was like,
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. All right.
I would love
Yeah.
to see like somebody with that expression on their face.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know
Mhm.
what? If that does happen, I'm gonna inbox you and I'll be like, good effing call. Good effing call. For real. I'm not even playing with you. Because, like I said, there's going to be a surprise. I believe there's going to be a surprise in this match. There is going to be a surprise.
Hey
And that
man.
could be, you may have just given it away. You might have just pulled the sheet off the mattress right there.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. I just for some reason I know Brock and I know how he is with his creative.
Right. Right.
And at the end, when it's all said and done, Brock is a businessman.
Yeah.
Brock is all about that moolah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is
He is.
WrestleMania week. I'm getting paid buku money. And even though I campaigned to work with this man,
Right. Right.
I ain't gonna be that generous now. I'm still
Right.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. That's right. Um.
I'm still the draw. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just telling you
Um.
what he would say.
Right. He would. Um.
But how do you think he wins it though? How do you if Omos is gonna beat him, how do you think does he hit him with the tree slam? Does he hit him with the does he put him in a claw hold? What does he do?
Uh. 3 letters. MVP.
Good call. I
Cause
didn't
hey, he
even
don't
think
even have
about that.
Heyman no more.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yes, yes. That's okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense, especially after what he did to him a couple of weeks ago in the MVP lounge. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. And don't let him. And let me tell you what. You now see now you giving me ideas. Now I'm gonna tell you what. Now I'm gonna tell you what would be like some nuclear heat,
Go
right?
ahead. Yeah.
So say in the middle of the match,
Yeah.
Brock has the advantage, right? The match is about to be over, and he's giving Omos his I don't know his sixth German suplex,
Yeah.
and he goes up. He gets ready to give him the F5,
Hmm.
but Omos blocks it. Referee gets knocked out. Um, Omos is still wobbled, shaking. Brock, you know, it's still got the momentum.
Right.
And let's just say uh, Brock goes and attempts the F5 again.
Hmm.
Only this time, he turns in the direction of MVP.
Yeah.
MVP grabs the cane,
Hmm.
slides up under the ring, bop, nails Brock right in the face.
Yeah.
Brock is dazed, he's stumbling, he's bumbling. Omos grabs him by the throat, lifts him up, tree slam,
Hmm.
puts his foot
Yeah.
on Lesnar. MVP shakes the ref.
Yeah.
One, two, three.
That's right.
Crowd goes completely quiet.
You know.
And MVP is up there like jumping up and down. He's jaw jacking with all the fans.
Yeah.
And the crowd is like completely quiet. That would be an unbelievable scene.
I'm like this now.
Wow,
Brock can
man. Like,
face.
that's
He can face Sami Zayn. He can lose to Sami Zayn, go home with all his millions, and he fine with it.
wow.
he, you know, at this point
That
we don't
that guy
need.
said MVP.
we don't really need a Brock reign right now. I think we got that. I
Oh
think
no,
he's a
no,
star
we're
of
not
it.
gonna get one. We're
Yeah,
not gonna get
I
one.
think we finished with
That's
it
all
now.
I was saying is
Yeah,
I know Brock's mentality.
yeah,
That's all I was saying.
yeah,
I know Brock's mentality. I
right.
know y'all not gonna
True.
pay me all this money.
Yeah,
Even though I done campaigned to work with this man. Y'all not
yeah,
gonna pay me all this money just to come down here to Los Angeles to lose?
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah.
I know Brock. Brock is genuine. He's generous, but he's not that generous.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Yeah,
But that would be a good way to cover it up.
yeah,
Have MVP interfere. That would
yeah,
be a good way to cover it up. And
yeah,
thus, that would put Omos over
yeah,
that much more. Well, matter of fact, both of them would come out of the match looking strong because it took MVP to help Omos put Brock down.
yeah,
But it would also get him the heat as well
yeah,
because it's already bad enough. The fans don't like Omos, not because of, he's not only just a villain, but the fact that, the guy's got two left feet in the ring,
yeah,
you know? And then on top of that, you got MVP over here building him up, like he is, the eighth wonder of the world. No disrespect to the great Andre the Giant. But yeah.
yeah,
So in their eyes, they're like, oh, this slow, abominable snowman looking dude can't wrestle. And then he's got, this manager, who's just in denial and thinking that he's gonna beat, the wrecking machine, the beast incarnate,
yeah,
knowing that in the fans' mind, he don't stand a chance, but then he actually ends up doing it.
yeah,
And MVP is a part of that?
yeah.
Yes. 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 I
I'm
never
also
thought about
thinking,
that.
yeah, I'm also
Yes.
thinking this is a hurt business. We're getting hurt business back too with Omos. I'm thinking, yeah,
You really think it's gonna happen? You really think they're gonna
uh, if Triple H is still
You
head
know
of
what?
creative right now with all the stuff going on, I
Something
think
else
I think
too.
he do it. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my goodness, I just thought of something, man. Oh crap. Why did I not think of this
yeah.
earlier?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You want to talk about some not even nuclear heat.
Yeah,
You want to talk about some napalm
right.
going off in that stadium?
Mm-hmm.
What if Bobby Lashley cost Brock this match?
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm over it.
What if Bobby now look, remember now, Bobby is not advertised for WrestleMania. Bobby is not advertised for the show.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Remember, Bobby was supposed to be on the show.
Every
And you
time we
remember,
got it, it was a three
him and
second
Brock
match.
still have unfinished business.
It was a 3 second match every time.
He still wants he still wants his pound of flesh.
I'm over it.
He still wants his
Nah,
pound of flesh.
nah,
So you talk about napalm going off in that building. If Bobby Lashley comes down to that ring
nah.
and
Not
he
happening.
gives Brock that same low blow that he gave him,
Nah,
then puts the hurt lock on him,
nah. They wrapped that up. They wrapped that up.
and then Omos gives him the tree slam anyway,
Wow.
you want to talk about a moment.
Nah.
You want to talk about a moment. Wow.
It's
And,
it
and
won't
and and you
happen.
know what would make it even worse?
Nah.
This is the same man that beat Omos at WrestleMania the previous year.
Nah. I think we gotta leave Bobby away from Brock. Nah. We gotta leave Bobby away from Brock. We don't need another 3 second match at the next premium live event. Nope.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you really just want to
Nah.
get heat on Omos,
Yeah.
if you really want to get like that napalm going off in the stadium,
No.
instead of if it'd be one thing for MVP to cost him the match,
No.
but if Bobby costed Brock the match,
Nah.
come on, man,
I'd rather
come
bring
on,
back
man.
Hornswoggle to beat Brock for 3 seconds than Bobby. Nah.
So you saying if they pull that swerve, you
Nah.
gonna lose it. You gonna lose it.
Nope. Nope. I ain't gonna lose it, man. Nah, cause this was they pulled that at Royal Rumble last year. They pulled it at I forgot what premium live event. I think it was not Clash at the Castle. It was I forgot the name of the event. It was like two. No, it was the Logan Paul Roman pay per view.
Oh, Crown
Uh,
Jewel,
which one was it? I'm sorry.
Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over it. You know, Bobby and Brock has failed. I'm over it. Mm.
You never know. You never know. And and what makes it and it's so many thoughts of why the Heat would be like so bad because he's not even advertised on the show.
No,
The guy's in the damn Battle Royal tomorrow night on SmackDown.
no,
He's not even scheduled for Mania.
nope. He can make an
You
appearance,
don't
but
think you don't think Triple H is rubbing
no.
his hands right now and be like, I
It's a poor
wonder what
move.
would happen.
It's bad booking and it's a poor move. Nope, it won't happen.
So you say that's selfish on Triple H?
That's a
If
Vince
he
move
if he
right
if
there.
he has Lashley cost Lesnar the match, that's
Yo,
selfish on his part, huh?
that's a Vince move. That's a Vince move.
Well, I mean, hey, as much as I dislike it, they've been saying, Vince has had his input, and he is gonna be at WrestleMania. He is gonna be there.
Wow.
I just got word today. I was listening to a podcast today, another one that I listen to quite consistently, and they said he's supposed to be there in LA. They say he's supposed to be there. Now I don't know if he's gonna behave. I don't know if he's gonna be on his best behavior, but that's the word I got. That's the word I got. He gonna be in LA, man.
He announced his retirement last
All I'm
year.
gonna say is
Yeah.
Triple H better not go on too many lunch breaks, and don't leave your whatchamacallit. Don't leave your finish sheet out in the open. I'm just gonna
No,
tell you,
man.
if he go on lunch break, he better tell whoever. He
No.
better tell Shawn Michaels or whoever to keep that junk in they suit, or not in their suitcase, but in a duffel bag or something.
Hey man, at this point,
He better tell
Tony Khan can buy WWE at this point.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, man. Whatever the finishes are on, Triple H better put that joint in his suit pocket or something. I'm gonna
Man,
tell you right now, if Vince get a hold of that thing, he's like, oh, Brock versus Omos? Oh, is Bobby on the show? Bobby's not on the show. Oh, Lashley, hey pal, hey, I know Hunter said you weren't advertised for the show, but you want to have a WrestleMania moment?
nah,
You want to make yourself famous?
nah.
Meet me at the stadium. Meet me at the stadium at 4 o'clock. I got a scenario for you.
We
Click.
can we can wait to see him on next Monday's Raw. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The amount of booze that man would get
Right.
if he interferes in that match, it costs Brock. If I do see Bobby Lashley come out,
Yeah.
my jaw is gonna drop.
That's right.
And I'm just gonna think about, dang man, Leon, dang on, like threw his laptop against the wall. Like he gonna break his flat screen. He probably not
Man,
gonna watch the rest of the show if that happens.
man, look, I'm gonna be one of those hardcore AEW fans.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man. I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
be
I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
be
If
one of
you,
those.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying it's.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying if you want to get heat,
yeah.
if you want to get that real just nuclear heat for this match,
Yeah.
don't have MVP costing the match. Have Bobby
Right.
cost him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm gonna be one of those indie geeks, man, cause I
Oh,
don't
I
know, man.
just
I
thought
don't know.
about that. When you mentioned the hurt business, I just thought
Yeah.
about that. I was like, ooh, what if Bobby like makes an unexpected appearance and costs Brock the match? Ooh, ooh.
Hey, when you said Bobby, I'd rather see Shelton Benjamin come out and attack Brock, and they're best friends in real life. So I'd rather see
Yeah, I
that, man.
know. I
Do
bet you
do
would. I bet you would love to
do
see
something with
Shelton
Shelton Benjamin.
instead
He
of.
didn't been there too long, man. He
I
didn't been there
bet you
too
would.
long,
I bet you would love to see Shelton more than Bobby.
man. Yeah,
But Shelton,
absolutely.
they'd be like, man, Shelton, that's too easy. We ain't gonna get no heat with Shelton. And plus, they're boys. Ain't
Wow.
gonna get no heat with no Shelton Benjamin.
Oh man, I think he
No.
would. I think he would. Honestly, I think he would.
You think they
Yeah.
get heat with Shelton if Shelton was the one that cost him the match?
Shelton's getting a big storyline for the first time since he's been back.
You know what? You know what? You might have a point there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't. If Vince McMahon is going to be at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
I, I'm just saying, Triple H just hide the finish sheet,
Right.
hide it in your coat pocket.
That's right.
Don't go on no lunch break without it. Don't leave it out in the open.
He better not. Well, you
Cause
know
if,
what,
cause if,
man?
cause, cause,
Go ahead.
cause if he comes back and that junk say Omos over Brock,
Yeah.
and then in parentheses Bobby Lashley interference.
No, you know, man.
Oh man, that's gonna be
I'm
wild.
officially retiring from Vince McMahon.
That's gonna be wild, man. That's gonna be
You know.
wild.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, we could. I had an idea. We could kind of split the episode, and maybe sometime whenever you're free, we could
Mm-hmm.
do a recap of what was it, night one. We could do a
Mm-hmm.
recap of that, and then talk about our thoughts on what happened afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've also forgot WrestleMania is a 2 night event now, and we
Yeah.
have to go into a whole 4 hours. We'll be talking till Sunday, talking about
Yeah.
our
Night
predictions
night
on night one and night two.
night
Yeah,
one. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So,
I mean,
man, thanks for coming on the show. If you got
yeah.
any final thoughts or comments you want to share, you can go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, for those of you all that will watch this broadcast, um, this I gotta say, for the first time in a long time,
Yeah,
this is gonna be a WrestleMania that you do not want to miss because the possibilities as far as the outcomes are endless. And I'm not even talking about like the showcase, the tag team showcase matches. I'm talking about like the Brocks and the Omas, the Oscar Belair, Ripley, Flair, Rhodes, Reigns, Dominic, and Ray, Finn, and Edge. Like, the triple threat. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna want to miss this WrestleMania. And I'm not trying to sound cliche, like for real. The way that this WrestleMania has been built, this is like giving me. I'm trying to remember what other WrestleMania I've gotten this excited for. I want to say probably the one in Orlando. The one where Roman beat the Undertaker.
33. Yeah.
33. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good
I
one.
probably
Yeah.
hadn't I probably hadn't been this excited for a WrestleMania since WrestleMania 33. And I'll go ahead and I'll put 34 in there too from New Orleans. I'll put 34 in there too. I haven't had this much excitement since those last two. I mean, last year's WrestleMania was cool, but that one to me was pretty predictable. But this one, I gotta say, this is probably one of the more unpredictable WrestleManias in quite some time.
I'll go
And
ahead and
this is
say,
the first WrestleMania of the Triple H era as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I feel like this is giving me NXT. This is giving me like NXT excitement, but it's on a main roster pay per view and the biggest pay per view event on the
Yeah.
main roster
Right.
because you don't know who's gonna win. For real, you may think you know. I mean, it may make sense for us, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
We really don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, for me, WrestleMania was it 36? Yeah, that was the
Okay.
one, the pandemic WrestleMania, where
Okay.
they did the first two nights ever.
Uh
That
huh.
was actually pretty good for me. I like
Okay.
the concept that they kind of did. They said, "Hey, the world is shut down. We can make WrestleMania two nights and do something new." I thought
Right.
that was very innovative, and the
Mm-hmm.
matches were very good. I like
Yeah.
that AJ Styles Boneyard match.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
But yeah, don't miss
yeah,
it, y'all.
yeah, yeah,
This is definitely a WrestleMania that you would want to tune into. And I know we got other events going on this weekend, but Saturday night and Sunday night, if you're a true pro wrestling fan, you definitely want to be somewhere near the TV screen.
yeah.
You definitely don't want to miss both of these nights for real.
Right.
And yeah, we'll find some way to cover night one.
Yeah,
I mean night one. Yeah, we'll find a way to cover night one. I mean, hey, we probably might do a Saturday, a special Saturday afternoon episode.
yeah,
I mean that I'd be down for that.
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
And real quick before we leave, I just want to throw out my prediction. Logan is winning that match.
You say what, Logan? What
Logan is winning that match.
with his contract up?
Yep,
Really?
yep, yep.
I mean, I want to see him win too, because
Yeah.
I told you how I felt about Logan Paul.
Right.
You
Yeah,
told
I remember.
I told you Logan Paul is like my favorite celebrity wrestler.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how people will feel about that because I know how people feel about Logan Paul, but I like him.
yeah,
It's a coolness about him. He's got this
yeah,
mellow, cool, you know what I'm saying? Uh, charisma to him.
yeah.
I like the confidence that he has. He really doesn't come off to me as really all of that arrogant or that cocky as people say he does. I mean,
No.
you know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
just bold.
yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I've never
He's
heard him talk bad about anybody
no,
in the company.
no. He's
I've
just
never
like
heard
Oliver
about him.
Entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard about him, causing any trouble backstage
yep,
or anything like that. Yeah, some of the stuff he says is kind of sideways, but I mean,
yeah,
it's all about being outspoken.
yeah,
Anybody that doesn't understand an outspoken person isn't gonna understand them.
yeah,
They're gonna be misunderstood. But I mean, hey, Logan Paul is not afraid. He's not afraid of the moment. And I think if regardless if he wins the match or not, which I'm hoping he does,
yeah,
um, he's still gonna show out because that's just what he does. That man just shows out,
yeah.
and it ain't gonna be no different.
Nope.
So, yeah. Now you want to talk about Edge and Finn Balor being your favorite match or one of your favorite matches on
Yeah,
on this pay per view?
Yeah.
That's one of mine.
Right. Right.
That and Cody and Roman.
Yeah.
But this Paul and Rollins,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Match of the night. Watch what I
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
Match of the night. I'm calling it right now. However, I don't know how much time they're gonna give them.
Right.
Match of the night. Logan Paul, Seth Rollins. Watch. 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 You don't think this man, and then on top of that, this is man's birthday.
Yeah.
This is man's birthday. You don't think this man gonna go out here and show his behind on his birthday?
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
But is Seth Rollins gonna wear those red boots in the match?
He gonna wear something. He
Yeah,
gonna he
man.
gonna he gonna he gonna have something ready for
Yeah.
WrestleMania that we gonna talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. For
But I
sure.
mean, regardless of all of that, man, when the bell rings, match of the night, man.
Yeah.
Watch,
For sure.
watch, and I will predict too that Paul hits him with that sucker punch.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll be the end, but he gonna hit him with that sucker punch again.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
when it's gonna come, but he gonna hit him with it again.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the live stream, man. We talked a lot today. We talked about some good
Always,
stuff.
man. Yeah,
I'm always down to do it when you ever down to do it. So
yeah,
thanks,
man.
man, for coming on. Thanks to
Absolutely.
all the viewers who's gonna watch this video. More people coming in. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, hit that
Do
notification
that.
bell,
Do
subscribe
that.
to the channel. We can. Where can we find Two Live Brew? If you got any other things you want to bring up?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can find me on pretty much every social media outlet that's not nailed down. Um, I'm on Facebook. That's George Kennebrew because that's my real name. Kennebrew is spelled KENNEBREW. Just search me and you'll find me. Um, you can find me on Instagram. I am livest underscore one ONE living. So that's livest underscore one underscore living.
Yeah.
And that's all lowercase. You can also find me on TikTok as well. I am Special K 0788. That's all lowercase. And you can also catch my music podcast, which is called The Lobby Call, every Thursday at 7:30 on the Lobby Call Facebook page. Make sure you go like and follow that. And I also post the episodes on my personal Facebook page as well. And also, while I got these few seconds left, I want to mention that I will be launching a boxing podcast this summer called On the Button. Um, so all the boxing fans, if there are any boxing fans that you know, uh, follow my man Leon here,
Yeah.
um, I'll definitely be putting that out this summer. So keep your eyes open for that. And I'm also going to be launching a live stream, much like this, in extension to the lobby call called Live from the Lobby, where I'm going to be doing strictly interviews and bringing on some of my friends that I know that do music and let y'all get to know them and let them tell their stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on.
Yeah. Well, y'all heard it. It's official. Thanks everybody for coming out, and check everybody later. Check you too, man.
All right, man. Be
All
good.
right. All right, you too. Thank you.